Now stop. Mental japa form. Do nothing. Remain as it is. Where you are, you know how deep you are. That will help you to understand and experience. Mind is not interested in returning outside. I told you, peacock get a taste of it, it returns again. It says, no way, I don't want to go out. My master used to say, you sit in meditation and then it becomes difficult for you to come out of the meditation. So here the word difficult is not negative. You maintain your awareness. Even if your eyes are open, you know, yes, you are into that state. That is the meaning. So sometimes we take the meaning in a different way. So you are there. But now use your wisdom. If any other thought comes, what should you do? The last one, couple of times you do it and you live into that state. That is all. You know what is happening, how it is happening. You see, your awareness is most important. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences. Bring the hands down, we will share our experiences. I want to know your experiences, then I'll tell you. I played a little bit of trick in this meditation. All the trick is over. How are you, Lara?
I am okay. I actually got really nauseous in the first part. I almost threw up. And then I can't remember if it was the second or third part. I did feel this opening in my heart. It was like this fluttering, this opening there. So that was interesting. Just a quick, I've been kind of reflecting on our practice from Monday, and I feel like the best way I had ever heard it described is from Yogi Bhajan, is that we're dripping in like pure water, and the oil or the gunk within is rising up. And I just feel like there's probably just a lot of gunk rising up and coming out.
That becomes the practice of tantra.
The
So yeah, here we are focusing on what Om means.
Okay.
All pervading, all knowing, huh? In the field of awareness. So we are not using any imagination or visualization, just the
I'm just
river.
trying to make sense of it, like what's happening within me. Because I was super angry for 2 days, like super angry. And it was like coming out all kind of crazy. And so um I was like, I need to, like, what does this mean?
It's
So that's why
simply, if you deepen the practice, what trick I played? Instead of 5 minutes each step, we did 7.5 minutes each step. Think of it that if you do it for 9 minutes, how much garbage will be released? So, normally, what happens when we do this practice at the intensive level, it should be done more than 9 minutes each step, so that the teacher face to face is watching, is observing, and helping you individually. So just see that you are so sensitive, even in 7 minutes, this thing happens. How are you, Stephen and Sam?
You want to go first? You got it. It was good. For me, I was very focused here, and I picked a spot and made sure I stayed with it. I'm not sure of which stages they took place, but I do recall a lot of dark and light expanding. And what's interesting, it started from an inner to an outer, and then the last part of the practice, it started going from outer to inner.
Outer to in.
And then just a settling down, and at the very end, I had this vibration. Laura said the fluttering within my chest, around my head, my face, and all that.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful experience. It is all regular practice, consistent practice with wisdom brings the result. How are you, Sam?
I'm good as well. I like the first Om that we did. I was focused on the hearing, the speaking, and the feeling right here. And then for the rest of the practice, everything was just right here and very expansive, and I felt settled, and it was great.
Yeah. It's a deeper practice. Lara, we are going to understand next time what are the 9 obstacles. So we should not start thinking, but we should pay attention to every obstacle that becomes a great hindrance in the success in meditation.
is
So
the
that
nauseousness normal?
is normal,
Okay.
but it is one of the obstacles. So that is why I just wanted to be clear to you. There are 9 obstacles, 4 symptoms, and you'll be surprised with the wisdom of the Patanjali. Now we understand what are those challenges that we face, but when we understand Patanjali, who has written almost 3,000 years ago, oh, this is what happens during the meditation. It means I should continue. Normally, what happens? Oh, I don't like this, so I will not do it. So you are not a seeker. Someone is looking, Brandy. So I will take Barbara. Welcome, Barbara from New Jersey. And she has been supporting me in my difficult times. Thank you, Barbara, joining me. How are you? And now you have to unmute it. Do you know how to unmute that? Yes, then only you can talk. I know Barbara is not used to computer. That red icon, you have to press that red sound icon so that you can. Uh, anyhow, we will learn.
Okay,
Yes.
I got
Yes.
it. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry.
No, no, it's okay.
Anyway, I'm very I'm very happy to be doing this again, and I realized, because I have not done the practice for several years, how much I missed, and it just made me feel wonderful and very calm and very relaxed,
Very relaxed. That's wonderful.
and I'm happy to be back.
Happy to be back. Thank you. How are you, David and Jerry? Your mind did not, but internet connection did. Couple of times.
Yeah, no, it was very, very good. I'm enjoying this practice. I did struggle a little bit at the beginning with my breath in sync with the Om. And then once I just realized, just focus on the Om, I didn't even think about my breath again. And then it was vibrational and white light everywhere until the battery on our computer died.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. You see, again, I'm relating with the Lara. I realized in the beginning, first there was a difficulty saying with the breath, but then I focused on the Om. Forget about the breath. Just focus on the Om. And then it happens on its own. It happens on its own. You see that I just gave, I think perhaps I talked about it. Particle Om has become a wave. It simply changes your mind instantly. How are you, Jerry?
I'm doing well, sir. It was really great practice. The first Om, I focused on the sound of the Om and the meaning, knowing the meaning of Om. And then the second one was a lot of light, darkness to light, just constant. And then the third Om was a great expansion because there was this long, endless Om. And that Om I didn't want to leave. When you brought us to the fourth Om, I really wanted to stay in that third Om.
That's a beautiful.
So.
You see that, think of it, contemplate. What to think and contemplate? That if I am saying a word without the help of my lips and the tongue at a physical level, and also without the help of the breath, just think of it. And how can I say this? So it means the mind is working on the mind. And when the mind is working on the mind, it expands easily. Then again, all the feeling of that nausea and the obstacles drops down. This, I told you that nada meditation is a very, again, another independent path. Nada. We have more than 15 texts on nada, on the no meditation. That we will see that if we can take up somewhere. So how are you, Christina?
I'm very grateful to take it a step further in this practice. Today was really, really great. I was nervous at first because I felt the same, that I was focusing too much on I felt like I was like, oh crap, I'm not going to be able to get into this. Sure, I was wrong. Once we dropped from the second, very end of the second into the third, it was like a open ceiling. Like I felt like I was almost seeing white. Then all of a sudden it was like an open ceiling, like was opened, and it was just like a flood of white light. And it was very, very warming. And I know I've talked in the past of anxieties and stuff, but I don't like saying that anymore. But I have not felt, it's going to make me emotional. In that third state, once we dropped there, I have never felt free of all my chest emotions, and I felt that. So I wanted to stay in that third for that was just wonderful, and I'm going to remember. I was really there, and I felt I felt like I was like swimming. I don't know if I was moving. I just felt
moving.
wonderful. So yeah, thank you.
Very good. Christina, you are undergoing a change. Be consistent, be regular until you throw out all your challenges that pops up in the mind. So that is what we are going to discuss in detail in the next couple of sessions. What are the 9 obstacles? How they prevent us, block us to succeed in living a life of peace and happiness, and also the meditation. Wonderful. How are you, John?
Okay, I during the first Om, I had I was preoccupied with managing my breath, and then the whispering Om, I was able to feel vibration in the whole body, so that was good. I was able to feel
good.
a body vibrating, and then the mental Om, I was too attached to. I couldn't like unlock that from the breath. So
yes, I see that.
Yeah. So I was kind of stuck with breath there. Yeah.
Yes. So when I'm not able to unlock what it means. The mind is very much attached to that breath. It has become too much habitual, mechanical, until I break that relationship. Now, see what happens. You are in love with somebody, you forget about body, you forget about breath, you continue, you speak continuously for hours together without getting tired. I'm giving real life examples. Your emotion has turned inside, or your emotion has turned to someone else you love, you adore, you respect. That is where the master in a disciple tradition comes also. You see that? Oh, your mind, oh, say, who cares about the breath? Let me see. Let me do it. That habit breaks down. So it happens by regular practice. How are you, Ashok? You are- Sometime it is better to study the lips to know what he is saying. You have to unmute it first.
My gosh. Sorry. Feeling right, sir. Feeling good and better. Can you hear
Don't
me
worry.
now?
Yeah, I will explain through the physics also. You see that now I have to stress on the third. Oh, mentally you are doing it. Mentally, without moving the lips and the tongue. And you hear the sound like. So, if we explain based on the Eastern wisdom, what happens? You lose being the doer. Now you are no longer a doer. John, you got it? Yes. When you are no longer a doer, who cares about how the breath is moving, how the body is? So, that is the total withdrawal of the mind. What Patanjali says? He says, inward moving mind. There are 2 words used by the Patanjali, pratyak chetana. There are many meanings. Paranga chetana. So now it is an inward moving house. You are deep inside your house. What is happening outside to the body, breath, You don't care. So by regular practice, we can reach there. Now tell me if you have any question.